All right, my little math friends, here we are. We're getting down toward the end of chapter 5 here, and now we're on 5.3b. We got this lesson and one more lesson left, and we'll get this done. We're going to be calculating the total cost using percent, but this time we're going to be doing a couple things. We're going to be calculating, like this first one, the total cost with tip and sales tax. Okay, so these are going to be some combo problems is what these are, all right? They're the same steps that we've done, okay, same steps, but we're just combining two things. Like we're going to combine the tip and we're going to combine sales tax to get our total cost. Okay, so same steps. It's just going to get a little bit more complicated because we're applying like a couple of different things instead of just one thing. All right, so let's take a look at this problem, and then we'll talk about how we're going to go about solving it. All right, the Maxwell family goes out for dinner, and the price of the meal is $60. Okay, the sales tax on the meal is 7%. And they also leave a 15% tip. Okay, so we got two things. We got tax and we got tip. What is the total cost of the meal? All right, so we're going to apply the tax, we're going to apply the tip, and we're going to figure out what the total cost of the meal is. Okay, so let's get our math facts here. The price of the meal is $60. Okay, so that is our original price. Okay, the sales tax is 7%, and we know that tax means the price goes up, so that's going to be an increase. And they also leave a 15% tip, which is also going to be an increase because that goes up. Okay, now, looking at this problem, it's almost like the simplest thing to be would be like, oh, well, let's just go 7% plus 15%, and then we'll go through our steps of multiplying that by 60, adding it up, and then we'll get our final bill. Okay, we can't do that. All right, you can't do that because in the restaurant world, okay, you can't apply sales tax to tips. Okay, so it's important to realize that we don't tax tips. Okay, this is never done. You don't tax the tips in a restaurant. So what we have to do is we need to calculate these things separate. Okay, so we're going to calculate these separately in order to get the total cost of this meal. Okay, and that's exactly what step number 1 is. It tells us to calculate the tax and the tip separately. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Get yourself kind of organized here. If you're not an organized person, this is a great time to start, I tell you what. So get yourself like a little table here. Okay, and over here, let's call this tax. And over here, let's call this tip. Okay, and we're just going to calculate the tax and we're going to calculate the tips. We're going to go through the same steps that we've done all throughout chapter 5. We're just going to do it separately. We're going to do the tax first, and then we'll calculate the tip after that, and then we'll get this thing all squared away and figured out. Okay, so the tax. Same steps as before. You got 7%. Okay, you're going to make that into a decimal. If it doesn't have one, remember you put a decimal point at the very end. Move that decimal place 2 places to the left. Okay, so that's going to be 0.7. 0.07, that's my decimal number. Okay, and remember from our previous steps in our throughout chapter 5, we're going to take 0.07, multiply that by the price of the meal, $60. And when we do that, that's going to get us $4.20. Okay, so that is our tax. All right, and then do not go any further yet. Okay, so stop. Once you get to there, you got your tax calculated. I want you to stop. Okay, a side note. If these steps do not make sense, okay, I didn't write those steps over here. If these steps do not make sense, you might need to review the previous videos because we've done these steps already. So I'm not listing them out over here. Okay, we've already learned how to calculate tax. So these steps we've already done in previous videos. So you might want to check those out or ask me for help if you're lost on what just happened here. Okay, because we've done that already, a couple different lessons. All right, so now let's do the same thing. We're going to calculate the tip. Okay, so get your percent for the tip, 15%. Okay, make that into a decimal number. Put your decimal point right there since it doesn't have one. Move that decimal point 2 places to the left. You're going to get 0.15. All right. Take 0.15. I'm just doing the same steps that we've done before in other lessons. I'm going to multiply that by my original amount, $60. And that's going to give me 9. It comes out to an even 9. I'm going to make it 9.00 just so because we're talking money here, so it looks more like $9. Okay, and then so that's your tip. Okay, and then we're going to stop. All right, don't calculate your tip any further. You already got your tip. Okay, so we just did step number 1. We calculated the tax and we calculated the tip. We got a tax of $4.20. We got a tip of $9. All right, now the final step, step number 2, you're going to add the tax and the tip to the bill. Okay, so this is going to get us the total cost. So we're going to take the bill plus the tax plus the tip, and that's going to give us total cost. All right, that's going to give us the total cost of the meal. So take your bill right here, $60. All right, add your tax, which is $4.20. Add your tip, which is $9. Okay, and that's going to give you a grand total that you have to pay of $73.20. Okay, that's going to be your total cost. All right, that's it. We're just doing the same steps we did before. We just got 2 things to calculate, and then we finally get like our total cost over here. Okay, again, if you got lost in some of this process, these are the same steps we've done. Talk to me about it, and we'll get this figured out, and we'll get you guys squared away. All right, let's take a look at another combo problem. Okay, here's another type. This time we're going to be calculating the total cost with discount and sales tax. Okay, so let's take a look at what's going on. Let's read through this problem, and then we'll get to the business of getting this solved. Sam orders 4 DVDs from an online music store. All right, that probably should say video store, but I guess it's just going to say music store. All right, we'll pretend they sell DVDs. The total cost of the DVDs is $39.96. Okay, he has a 20% discount code. All right, so he's going to save some money. And sales tax is 6.75%. Okay, that's going to be the sales tax. What is the total cost of his order? Okay, so we got the discount to figure out, and we got the sales tax to figure out to get the total cost. All right, let's go through here and highlight our math facts. We know that the total cost of the DVDs is $39.96. Okay, that's going to be our original price. Okay, that's what it is right now. And we're trying to find the total cost, which is going to be the new price that Samuel's going to pay. All right, so he has a 20% discount code. All right, so that means some money is going to get taken off because it's a discount. Remember, he's saving money. He's buying on sale. The sales tax is 6.75%. Okay, that's going to make the price go back up because sales tax is added to the price. So let's just figure out what we have to do to get this calculated out. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to calculate the discount. Okay, I'm going to put this right here. We're going to go through the steps to calculate the discount price. And I'm going to draw a line right here. And then after that, we're going to calculate the sales tax and put that on there. Okay? So here's how it's going to make this work. Number one, calculate the discounted price. All right, we need the price after this 20% discount is going to be applied. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. And we've done this step already, guys, in our previous lessons. So we're just going to go through our steps of making a decimal, multiplying, and then subtracting that from our original price. Okay, so here I got my 20%. That's what I start with. I got to make that into a decimal number. It does not have a decimal. Put one at the very end. Move that decimal 2 places to the left. Put it right there. 20% is now going to become 0.20. All right. Then you're going to take 0.20 just like we've done before. Okay, we've done this already in other lessons. Multiply that by $39.96. Okay, and when you do that, that's going to give you $7.992. All right, and we're talking dollars here, so we're not going to need the 2, so I'm going to round that to 7.99. Okay, so this is your discount. Okay, so that's how much he's going to save. But we're not done yet. We need to find the discounted price. Okay, so we need to find how much he's going to pay. This is what he's saving. That's the discount. We need to find how much he's going to pay. So we're going to take the price, 39.96. Okay, this is something we've done already before too. We're going to subtract $7.99. All right, and that's going to give me a price of $31.97. Okay, so this is the discount price. Okay, $31.97. All right, that's how much he's going to pay after the discount. That's the discounted price. Okay, so we're going to need this to next calculate what our sales tax is going to be, because this is what he's going to pay, and then he's going to have to add the sales tax to that. Okay, so we got step number 2. We're going to calculate the tax. Okay, that's our next step. So we're going to take our discounted price and we're going to use that to calculate the tax. Let's first take a look at our tax percent. We got 6.75% is our tax. Okay, change that to a decimal. Take this decimal point, move it 2 places to the left. That's going to go right there. Okay, so our tax percent changed to a decimal is 0.0675. Now we're going to do this. We've done this step already before in other lessons. We're going to take 0.0675 and I'm going to multiply that by the discounted price, because that's the price that he's going to pay for the DVDs. Okay, and when I do that, that is going to give me 2.15, and it gives me a bunch of numbers, so I'm just going to go to the third place here and stop at 8, and I rounded that to 8. So now what I'm going to do is, because I'm talking about money here, that's going to be $2.16. Okay, so this is what my tax is going to be. All right, that's how much the tax is. All right, we calculated the tax. So he had the discounted price. We put that in here. We calculated the tax. Step number 3, we're going to add the tax and the discounted price for the total cost. Okay, so we calculated the discounted price, which is right here. We calculated the tax, which is right here. Now we're going to add it together to see what he's going to pay. All right, so we're going to take the discounted price, $31.97, and we're going to add the tax, $2.16. And when I add that together, this is what he's finally going to pay. He's going to pay $34.13. That's going to be our total cost. Okay, there you go. There's some combo problems for you guys. I hope those worked out. Again, these steps, we've done these before in other lessons, so I kind of just went through these steps already because they're all part of these combo problems. But if you need some help, please see me in class when you guys show up again, because we're going to work out some more of these on the assignments I give you, and I'll be glad to help you guys out. All right? Don't forget about you. Try this problem. Give that a shot. See how you guys do. I'll see you guys next time in class. Thank you for watching.